Gotta get them perfectly centered. So, fair warning, this video is going to sound like a commercial for Benchmade. Because it pretty much is. I mean, they're not paying me to do this, but I kind of wish they would. Because I'm about to gush over this knife, the Benchmade 51, for about 5 minutes. So if that's not your thing, get out of here. So, me and Balisongs go back a long way, and by a long way, I mean a Balisong was actually the first folding knife that I actually bought myself. And looking back in retrospect, it was actually a stupid idea. It was the Bradley Kamara 2, which I still have. I got a video on it. You can go check it out somewhere on my channel. I'll link it somewhere if I can. That was one of the first folding knives I ever bought. I liked it, but it was bad for EDC because it didn't have a pocket clip, it was heavy, and it's a Balisong. Now, I'm not trying to down Balisongs by saying that, but Balisongs are not ideally the best knife for EDC. Number one, they scare the hell out of people. Number two, most of the time they don't include pocket clips. And number three, they take a lot of dexterity. But that's not saying that they're not cool to carry. And actually, a Benchmade 51, this specific one here, has become my primary EDC for the past, I don't know, a couple weeks since I've had it. So when you take the speed factor out of it, like I said, Balisongs are not the fastest to deploy, but they are the funnest to deploy. They look flashy, they look cool, and it just puts a smile on your face whenever you have to bring it out and actually use it. I can't open up my camera really well here, but if you're looking to get a Balisong to actually use, the Benchmade 51 is probably going to be your best bet for a couple of reasons. One, the blade is D2 steel, which is a really good hard steel, so it's going to keep an edge for a long time, and it's a good working steel. It's more of like a tool type steel. These guys come razor sharp. Like, they're scary sharp. Like, I've never held a knife this sharp before from the factory in my life. Another huge advantage to the Benchmade 51s is the pocket clip. A lot of Balisongs don't have a pocket clip because they're made primarily just for flipping. Another huge draw to the 51s is the spring latch. To kind of give you an idea what that is that the latch is actually spring loaded, so when you squeeze a knife, it pops open. So that just makes it really good for one-handed operation. You don't have to get your second hand in there, try and fumble with the latch, just cuts out an unnecessary step. Now, color-wise, you're kind of limited. You're pretty much only going to be able to buy the black handles with the blue liners, and pretty much a satin blade is going to be your only option as far as blades go. No more blade shapes, you just get your standard drop point and your satin blade. I think they do have a black coated one, but I don't see it around that much. Now, I know you're probably thinking, well, on the table, Mr. Man, you have a green version. Yeah, I do have a green one, and this was actually a Blade HQ exclusive that they are completely sold out of now. I love this thing. I love it. This is what actually inspired me to buy two more. I never had the originals. I bought this guy for my birthday, and then I liked it so much I just had to buy the originals just to use and carry because I didn't want to mess this guy up. The Blade HQ exclusive almost feels like it's a little bit smoother and flips a little bit better, but I'm sure if I was to pay a little more attention to these guys, maybe lube them up, mess around with the pivots, it would flip as well as this guy does. There are a couple differences though in the Blade HQ exclusive, and that's that the handles are a little bit more radiused. It feels a little bit smoother in the hand, and it does feel like it might be a slight bit lighter just because it's a little more radius, but that might just be in my mind. Then they do have an orange version still for sale on Blade HQ if you want to pick that up. I believe they actually have a really good sale going on it now for Black Friday-ish around this time. This is holiday time, so you got to pick up all your knives. But picking up a standard version isn't going to be a bad choice either, because these guys, they look really, really nice, just the standard blue and black. I just kind of prefer the Blade HQ exclusive a little bit more than these guys. And one fair warning that I will tell you, if you are buying a Balisong to actually carry and play with, be careful because you have a high chance of hurting yourself with these. I don't know if you've watched Balisong flipping videos or Balisong accident videos, but trust me, these will mess you up really quick, really fast, and you will get some serious cuts from them. So just bear that in mind if you're buying one of these guys, that you might end up at the ER. I mean, I've actually cut myself in a Balisong before. I ended up stabbing my index finger, and trust me, it's no fun. Now, I could go into the whole reason why I carry a Balisong now versus a folding knife. There's a lot of reasons. One, I prefer the way that Balisongs function. They're kind of fun and flashy to open up and close. The strength in them, I feel like they have one of the strongest locks out of any folding knife because all you have is two blades. You physically have to crack the pins off if the knife's going to fail on you or destroy the handles. Which is something else I should have mentioned. Yeah, the handles are G10 with titanium liners. You have premium quality materials in here. Premium quality, is that even a word? I guess so. It's the saying now that I made up. You have premium materials, but now along with those come the price. These guys are almost a $300 knife a piece. So you're talking almost $1,000 on a table here. Not quite. I think they're like $270 something. But still, you're talking an expensive knife. Don't cheap out and buy like a $20, $30, even $40 Balisong. Yeah, I know there's probably some that are decent around that price. I say stick with a high quality one. You want something that's going to last you, and Balisongs are really, really easy to get cheaply made, and just pieces of garbage. So make sure that your screws on any Balisong are going to be Torx or adjustable, and that it's not just pinned. If you get a pin Balisong, it's going to loosen up and there's really no way to tighten that guy back up. You don't want your knife just to be flopping all over the place and eventually pins come loose, knife flies off into oblivion, you end up stabbing your sister, your dog, or whatever you got around. So invest in a good quality battle song if you do decide to pick one up. 51s, like I said, definitely a good choice. There are other choices out there. I'd say the Bradley Camara, they just came out with a new version of it. Doesn't have a pocket clip though, so I'd be kind of hesitant about getting that. I believe Microtech still makes some battle songs, not 100% sure about that. And Baron Sons is the other big brand. One nice advantage though about the 51s, getting back on the advantages and disadvantages, I probably should have covered this earlier, is that they actually will lock open. So some battle songs can do that, some can't. These guys will actually lock open, but the spring latch doesn't function when it's locked open like this. So it's just something to keep in mind. Oh yeah, so that's about all I got on these guys. Good pickup. Go buy one. Spend some money. Go buy them from Blade HQ. They're an awesome place to buy them from. They're not sponsoring me to tell you this, but that's where I picked mine up. Don't tell them that I sent you, so you know, maybe they'll give me a kickback or something. I don't know. I spend so much money on our website, it's not even funny. But yeah, so go follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, mroldman13, and I will see you in the next video.